in the glittering heart of Dubai, where skyscrapers pierced the night sky like jeweled daggers and the air hummed with the scent of oud and ocean brine, lived Isabella Hart. At 26, she was a vision of quiet fire, her chestnut waves cascading like autumn rivers, her emerald eyes holding the depth of forgotten forests. Isabella had fled the rainy cobblestones of London 3 years prior, chasing a dream woven from thread and imagination. As a designer in the labyrinthine souks of Dubai, she transformed silk into stories, gowns that danced between cultures, blending the sharp lines of Savile Row with the fluid grace of Arabian Nights. Her tiny atelier, tucked beside a spice merchant's stall, was her sanctuary, a place where needles whispered secrets and fabrics breathed life. Isabella wasn't born to palaces. Her mother, a seamstress in East London, had taught her that beauty was stitched from hardship. "Darling," she'd say, "a dress isn't just cloth, it's armor for the soul." Now, alone in this city of excess, Isabella armored herself daily, her heart a fragile bloom amid the desert's thorns. She designed for the elite, but dreamed of love unspoken, the kind that arrived not on yachts, but on whispers of wind. That fateful evening unfolded at the opulent Atlantis Gala, a swirl of chandeliers and champagne flutes where Dubai's power players converged. Isabella's client, a sheikha's niece, had commissioned a gown, a masterpiece of midnight blue silk, embroidered with silver stars that mimicked the constellations over the empty quarter. But illness kept the client away, leaving Isabella with an invitation and a reckless spark. "Why not?" she murmured to her reflection, slipping into the dress herself. It clung like a lover's promise, the silk cool against her skin, stars twinkling with every step. She entered the ballroom, a comet in a sea of diamonds, unaware that fate was eavesdropping. Across the room stood Alexander Voss, the enigmatic billionaire whose oil empire spanned from Aberdeen to Abu Dhabi. At 39, he was a storm in tailored linen, tall, with sun-kissed olive skin, raven hair silvered at the temples, and eyes like polished onyx, deep, unreadable, guarding a solitude forged in boardrooms and betrayals. Widowed young, his late wife a fleeting Scandinavian beauty, Alexander had armored his heart in deals and distances. Women fluttered around him like moths, drawn to his fortune, but none ignited the ember he'd long thought extinguished. Tonight, he nursed a glass of aged scotch, enduring small talk about mergers when Isabella glided past. The gown stopped him cold. It wasn't mere fabric. It was poetry in motion. Stars cascading down her back like a meteor shower, the silk shifting hues from sapphire to shadow. Alexander's breath caught, a rare crack in his composure. He excused himself from a cluster of investors and approached her at the marble bar, where she reached for a flute of sparkling water. Their hands brushed. Electricity hummed. "Forgive the intrusion," he said, his voice a low rumble laced with a faint Scottish burr from his mother's side. "But that dress? It's extraordinary. In it, I'd marry you on the spot." The words tumbled out as jest, a shield against the vulnerability surging through him. Laughter bubbled from Isabella, light as summer rain. "Careful, sir," she replied, her British lilt teasing. Fate has a way of eavesdropping on such promises. "I'm Isabella Hart, designer, not damsel." They talked until the stars outside paled. Alexander shared tales of North Sea rigs and Bedouin camps, his guarded smiles unfolding like desert roses. Isabella spoke of London's fog-shrouded ateliers and her mother's thimble-marked hands, her passion for bridging worlds through weave and warp. "Clothes aren't just worn," she said softly. "They're worn like stories. Yours, mine, intertwined." He leaned closer. "Then yours is one I'd read forever." As the gala waned, he escorted her to her waiting cab, the jest lingering like perfume. "Until fate decides, Isabella." She smiled, vanishing into the night, unaware her words had woven into his soul. Days blurred into a tapestry of longing. Alexander, ensconced in his Palm Jumeirah penthouse, found contracts blurring under her memory. He traced the gown's design in sketches, a man adrift. Through discreet inquiries, he found her atelier. Arriving unannounced with a bouquet of jasmine, symbols of eternal love, he knocked, heart pounding like a war drum. Isabella opened the door, mid-stitch, her simple shift dusted with thread. Recognition dawned, mingled with wariness. "Mr. Voss? To what do I owe Alexander?" he corrected gently. "And not for business. For truth." That joke. It wasn't one. "You've haunted me, Isabella. In a world of transactions, you're the rarest art. Authentic. Alive." He confessed his emptiness. The empire built on loss, the fear of love's fragility. "You've stitched stars into my darkness. Let me court you properly. No jests, only stars." What followed was a courtship spun from silk and sand. Stolen sunsets on his yacht, where Isabella sketched while he recited Rumi under sailcloth skies. Dinners in hidden oases, her laughter echoing off palm fronds as he confessed boyhood dreams of cartography over falafel. She shared her scars, the fiancé who'd chosen ambition over her heart, the isolation of chasing dreams across oceans. "I'm no Princess Alexander, just a girl with a needle and a hope." Yet shadows loomed. His family, guardians of legacy, unearthed her modest roots. A seamstress's daughter? "She'll dilute the bloodline," his sister hissed at a tense Majlis. Pressure mounted. Alliances with rival dynasties. Whispers of arranged unions. Alexander wavered, the weight crushing. One storm-lashed night, as thunder cracked over the Gulf, Isabella found him on his balcony, staring at the roiling sea. "Go back to your world," she urged, voice breaking. "I'm a thread, not a chain." He pulled her close, rain mingling with tears. "No, you're my constellation. Without you, I'm adrift." In that tempest, he chose, resigning board seats, redirecting fortunes to artisan funds that echoed her vision. Fate, ever the sly weaver, intervened. A leaked photo of their yacht embrace sparked media frenzy, forcing his family's hand. "If she brings you light," his father relented, eyes softening, "then light is our legacy." Their wedding was no gilded spectacle, but a desert rite under a canopy of stars, the very ones from her gown, now adorning a veil of white silk fused with gold filigree. Guests were few, her London kin toasting with vodka-laced tears, his Bedouin cousins chanting blessings. Alexander slipped a ring of star sapphire onto her finger, whispering, "Fate heard me that night," and gifted me eternity. Isabella, radiant, replied, "Then let's wear our story proudly, stitched in silk, bound by stars." A year bloomed like jasmine in spring. Isabella's label, Heart and Horizon, flourished. Gowns bridging east and west and runways from Dubai to Dover. Alexander, softened by her grace, mentored young creators, his empire now a bridge, not a barrier. Their daughter, little Stella, born under a meteor shower, giggled in gardens of silk scraps. Her laughter the sweetest thread. In Dubai's endless nights, their tale became folklore, of a billionaire's jest that fate embroidered into forever. And Isabella, rocking Stella by lantern light, would murmur, "See, love? Even whispers can summon stars." Thank you for watching this story till the end. If it touched your heart, please support us. Give it a like. Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Your support helps us create more stories that inspire and make you believe in miracles. Your participation means a lot to us.